we're going to start with triangles, types of triangles, okay? Now, let me see if you guys know what types of triangles. Name a few triangles for me. Let's hear what you guys got. Let's name a few triangles in the chat for me. Scalene, isosceles. The spelling of isosceles is not child's play. Here's not nice, Baba. Scalene. Crazy's like, ish. Major shout out to you. I remember seeing Crazy's name just like almost at the leaderboard, and I was like, oh, Crazy. See you. Right angle, isosceles, obtuse, beautiful. Whoever said that. Yes, Homotza, that is how you spell it. Acute angle. Yeah, you guys know this. You guys know this. Isn't this fabulous? We can go home. I'm kidding. Wonderful, guys. No, unfortunately, we can't have a straight line triangle. Okay, now, and then I was like, lol. I see you. I am aging exponentially because you guys like messing with me. I'm gonna have gray hair next week. No, we're not. Nobody's going anyway. Okay. Wonderful. Now let's look at the properties of the triangles that you guys obviously know so much. That is beautiful, guys. Scalene is the first one. So what we're going to do is we're going to classify them first according to the sides, well, the length of the sides of the triangle. And then, of course, according to the angles of the triangle. Now, scalene triangle. All the sides are different. Nothing is the same in the words of Teacher Coco. If you were ever in Teacher Coco's class, you know, when we did scalene triangles, she was like, nothing is the same. That would be our scalene triangle. Okay. Now, if you look at the sides, if you look at our nice symbols on the sides there, they tell you that all sides have different lengths. Okay. So for example, this could be 4 centimeters, and this could be 8 centimeters, and this could be 5 centimeters. Okay, exactly. The lines tell a story, and my learners at school ignore all of them. So you guys have to pay attention to such things, okay? The lines are not the same, meaning the sides are not the same. Okay, neither are the angles. Look at the angles, guys. Look at the angles. Look there. Here we have 3 lines, and then we have 2 over there and 1 over there. That tells you if the lines are not the same, the angles are not the same. If the lines are not the same, the lines are not the same. No, wait. The lengths are not the same. I was going to be like, what? Which lines am I talking about now? Okay. So that would be a scalene triangle. Now we have an isosceles triangle. Okay. In an isosceles triangle, and I have to provide another sheet with reasons for you, because you guys mess up the reasons of an isosceles triangle when you use it in a calculation. Oh my goodness. Everyone's like, isosceles triangle. Boom. Incorrect. But, okay, I will give you guys a nice sheet with the proper reasons. Remember how I did previously for the geometry of straight lines? There we go. Someone asked to take a screenshot. Remember how I gave you one for that? I will give you one at the end of this whole quadrilateral section with acceptable reasons for the whole section. Okay, so that you guys don't go around using the wrong reasons. There we go. Okay, now let's look at isosceles triangle. So in an isosceles triangle, 2 of the 3 sides are equal. I don't know why my hand won't go straight, like it will, right? But if I start highlighting, it's like, whoa. Okay, let's try again. If it can actually highlight, that would be fabulous. 2 of the 3 sides will be equal. So look here. Side number 1, side number 2. So if side number 1 is 4 centimeters, side number 2 will be 4 centimeters. Okay, that's all it means. And then if those 2 sides are equal, then the 2 angles that are opposite those sides, so the ones at the bottom, okay, the ones at the bottom will be equal. All right, so that is, oh, and also for those who asked, this is the proper spelling of isosceles triangle, isosceles, if you want to remember it phonetically, isosceles, but it's pronounced isosceles triangle, okay? And now, okay, take your screenshots quickly for isosceles. Couple of minutes. Kwezi, why are you saying hi? Yes, it makes sense. Isosceles. Yeah, you guys, yeah, we were busy typing as Koskeli. I don't know what, but you guys are judging me for my phonetics. I see you. Okay, now we have an equilateral triangle. Okay. To put a KH. I'm actually done with you guys. I'm finished with you guys. Okay, in an equilateral triangle, it's all in the name, meaning everything is equal. Everything is the same. So with a scalene, nothing is the same. Equilateral, everything is the same. So it has equal angles and it has equal sides. Okay, now, if all the angles of a triangle must give you a sum of 180. So the sum of all the angles is 180. How much must one of them be in an equilateral triangle? Remember, they are equal. It's equiangular. That's what equiangular means. It means they're all equal. There we go, guys. So they're all 60. Okay, so I don't have to tell you that. So if your teacher says in a test, this is an equilateral triangle, it is up to you guys to know that that means that all the angles will be 60 and all my sides will be equal. So for this type of triangle, if one of the sides is, let's say, 4 centimeters, they will all be 4 centimeters. Okay, it's just an equilateral triangle. So now we are done classifying these triangles in terms of sides. Now let's talk about angles. Okay, what's an acute angle? Never mind the triangle. Tell me what an acute angle is. Thank you, Abu. It's an angle less than 90 degrees. Now, in an acute triangle, okay, all of the interior angles will be acute angles. So there will not be a single angle that is greater than 90 degrees. Okay, I saw a hand. Nope, it's gone. Okay. So there will not be an angle in an acute triangle that is greater than 90 degrees. So look there, it's showing you this angle is less than 90, less than 90, and less than 90. Okay, that's all it means. It means all the angles inside are acute triangles. Also pay attention, it said all of them, not one of them, or maybe 2 of them. All 3 angles will be acute. Okay, and then an obtuse angle. Now, this time, only one of the angles will be obtuse. So only one of them is obtuse. Remind me again in the chat, what is an obtuse angle? Greater than 90. So it's an angle that is greater than 90. So only one of them can be greater than 90, guys. Otherwise, they will not add up to an 80. Do you understand? So then one of the angles will be, thank you, Abu, for the second condition, it is greater than 90, but it is less than 180. There we go, Andrea. You can screenshot quickly. Okay, there we go, Onalo. So the one angle will be greater than 90, but the other 2 will have to be less than 90. So in an acute triangle, all of them are less than 90, but in an obtuse triangle, one of them is greater than 90, and the other 2 will be acute angles. So this guy over there, and this guy over there will still be acute. Acute. Okay, and then finally our favorite, and you'll find out why soon. Our favorite is the right angle triangle. Okay, we pay special attention to this triangle. It even has more names, guys. Okay, Ropafazo, come on, guys. We must take screenshots while I'm explaining. Take screenshots quickly, quickly. Yes. Yes. I like what I'm seeing in the chats. Okay, we said the longest side is called the hypotenuse, and we have the theorem of Pythagoras. Okay, what else can you tell me about a right angle triangle? Let's see. So this is a right angle triangle because it has a 90-degree angle. Thank you very much, Sanele. There we go, Onalo. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay, so the longest side or our hypotenuse will always be opposite the 90 degrees. Okay, so in opposite the 90 degrees, we have the hypotenuse, which is the longest side of a right angle triangle. And I see everyone putting in the Pythagorean theorem in the chat for me. Oh, you guys are showing off. Onalo's like, and the two other angles are complementary. Yes, they are, because they have to add up to 90 degrees. Nice. We don't necessarily know that they are 45 unless it's an isosceles triangle. Okay. But we do know that they are complementary because they have to add up to 90 degrees. Oh, Puselezo, the top is very far up. You're going to have to watch the video, my dear. Okay. It'll be up on the website. Now, we are going to do this activity. You guys have to tell me this statement that is in the blocks is true for which types of triangle. Now, there's two of them that are going to waste our time. Okay, we're not going to do G and we're not going to do I. We spent a lot of time doing them in the other class. Khomoto. Yes, Khomoto. Khomoto, you can unmute. Okay,
Oh, hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, do you want me to do all of them or like just like maybe 3 and then someone can do some
Yes,
others?
do a few of them,
Okay.
then pass a chance.
Okay, ma'am. So for A, I think is an isosceles triangle.
Beautiful. I'm gonna do it short. For B,
And then B, is the obtuse triangle.
okay, I'm gonna write it here so they can fit. It makes more sense. Obtuse triangle, okay, and C.
And then ma'am C, what does it say? 2 of the triangle is the isosceles triangle.
Nice, Komoto. I just roasted you guys about spelling isosceles and then I picked up. Because, thank you, Komoto. Let's see who else. Who else
Thanks,
has the
ma'am.
Ropafazo? Let's hear what Ropafazo has to tell us.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I think D is equilateral
That would be
triangle.
true. Beautiful. Do you want to do
Yes,
E?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We haven't learned it yet. So
I think it's a right angle, ma'am.
read again, Rapavata. It says the size of the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the interior angles. What type
And
of
then
angle?
it's exterior angles, ma'am.
But it counts for which type of triangles? When can we use that property?
In geometry, ma'am.
For all triangles. Do you agree? Does it
Yes,
matter which triangle it is? No.
no,
We use
ma'am.
it for
All triangles.
beautiful. Do you want to do one more?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go for it.
A right angle, ma'am.
There we go.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. Longest side. Yes. And then we have number H. The square of the length of one side is equal to the sum of the squares. I saw some of you guys put it in the chat, so it means you guys know it. It means you guys know it. The square of the one side is equal to the sum of the square. I'm going to say triangle. Is that okay? Yes, it is. I'm just writing a symbol to make it quicker. Oh, you guys don't want to help me? Oh, there we go. Fatima.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fine, ma'am. I wanted to do the last one.
Okay, let's do the last one.
It's an equilateral, ma'am.
The sum of the interior angles is 180. Only equilateral. When you add the interior
ma'am.
angles.
Yes, ma'am. It's equilateral.
Think about it. Think about it. Look in the chat. They're helping you.
Oh, fine. Mm.
Ooh, let's see if Komoto
All
can help.
triangles is all of them, ma'am.
Yes, it's all of them. All triangles. Okay. We still haven't done the sum of the squares, guys. The sum of the squares. Komoto, I see your hand is up.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Okay, let's hear.
Ma'am, so for the acute triangle, all of the interior angles are less than 90 degrees. And then for the obtuse triangle, only one angle is obtuse. Is that right?
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
okay. I was a little confused. Thank you.
You're welcome. There we go. Abu has answered it for us. This is a right triangle. Wonderful. Okay, it looks like we sort of getting the hang of properties. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Okay, so we have three angles over here, three triangles, excuse me. So you guys have to tell me which one is an acute isosceles, which one is a right angled isosceles, and which one is an obtuse isosceles. Then you have to give me two reasons why. Let's see if we can do this. Why you say what you are saying. Okay, let's hear. Gwena's hand just went up. Gwena, oh no, never mind. It just disappeared again. Vuyani, yes, Vuyani.
Ma'am, I think, ma'am, by number one, ma'am, it's a isosceles triangle because the two angles are equal.
Yes. Okay, it is an isosceles, but which one is it? Is it an acute or right angled or obtuse?
Acute, ma'am.
There we go, because all the angles are less than
90, ma'am.
there we go. Thank you, Brianni. Brianni has done as the first one for us. I saw the screenshot request. There we go. Few seconds. So those are two reasons, guys. You'll say it's an isosceles triangle because 1, 2, 3, and it's an acute isosceles triangle because 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we have our first answer. Yes. Okay, so number one, which is JKL, is an acute isosceles triangle because it has two equal angles. And all angles are less than 90. Less than 90 degrees. Okay, now the one in the middle. How would you guys classify the one in the middle? MNO or MON or NMO? The triangle in the middle. Anyone? There we go. Brianni is back because you guys don't want to answer me. I'm going to cry. Thank you, Jason. I see it. Yes, Brianni.
Ma'am, it's a right angled, ma'am. Triangle, ma'am.
Very much. It is a right angle, acute triangle. Why do you say that, Brianni?
Because the two angles are less than 90, ma'am.
Okay, there are two equal angles, but how did you know it was a right angled one?
Ma'am, it shows there on the picture, ma'am.
There we go. And we have a right angle. My reasons are terrible. Guys, I need to write this somehow better. Let's do this. How about I write it on the sketch? Okay. We'll move to the side a bit, but something. There we go. So we started with, you guys in the meantime, think about why the last one is an obtuse isosceles. So we said this is JKL because there were two equal angles and they were all less than 90 degrees. Okay, and this one was M and O. Again, two equal angles and a right angle. Let's see if I have an answer for the last one, why it is an obtuse triangle. It is an isosceles. Abu, you see it says here, right angled isosceles triangle. Okay. Buena, thank you. Buena says, because R is the obtuse angle. So PQR is a obtuse isosceles because again, we have two equal angles and we have an obtuse angle. Now you knew I wasn't gonna let you guys get off so easily, né? Please, can we all not be shocked? You guys are gonna tell me what type of angle we have in the below picture. Okay, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, don't panic. Don't panic. Now, I want to know what type of triangle LMN is. Okay. So we have done parallel lines. Abukan is already saying scaling, but you guys have to prove it. How do you know? Remember, this one is not the size of the angle, okay? It's just the name of the angle. It's N1. So the name of the angle is angle N1. Okay. Guys, I'll go back to screenshots at the end of the lesson. Okay. There we go. Now, we have to prove that it is a scaling. If you say it's a scaling, I need proof. Yes, Sinesihle.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you, ma'am?
And you?
I'm good, ma'am. Ma'am, I found out, is it not N1 equals 60, 180 minus 60 plus 53? Yeah.
Okay, you can do it like that, but how else can you do it?
Um,
Good.
don't you set up add up the sides first?
No, look at these babies. I know you can do it. Look at these babies over here. What are
Oh,
those?
ma'am, they're alternating, ma'am.
Yes.
So is it K2 is 60 degrees because of alternating angles.
L2.
KL is
L2.
parallel to MN.
It's the angle L2. Remember K is
Oh,
all the way over
L2.
there. There we
Okay.
go. So L2 is 60. Thank you. Alternate angles. And you said what? KL is parallel to MN.
To MN. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if this is 62, how does that help us?
Ma'am, that's 60 degrees, ma'am.
60. I don't know why I said 62.
So then,
60.
ma'am, that helps us to wait. Is there also not oh, there's, I wanted to say, is there a corresponding angles, but they aren't.
But they are what?
Al
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
co-interior angles.
Yes. So let's get it using cointerior angles.
So it will be 60
Mm-hmm.
plus 53
Mm-hmm.
plus 60.
Where did you get 60?
Oh, no.
That
Plus
way.
N1, ma'am. Plus
There we
N1
go.
is
Equals.
equal to 180.
Beautiful. My reason.
Co-interior angles, ma'am. So KL is parallel to MN.
Yes. So therefore, N1.
N1 is, oh,
Okay, let's say 180 minus 113, which is
67 degrees.
beautiful. That makes this triangle a what?
Aileen.
Okay, say something about the angles.
So, ma'am, scaling, ma'am, the sides, ma'am, are different, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. And it's an
Um,
acute
and
scaling.
yes, ma'am.
You see all the angles are different.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Pleasure, ma'am.
And as we said, guys, I only didn't use interior angles of a triangle because we haven't done it. That's in the next lesson. Okay. So if you did use interior angles of a triangle, co-interior, nope, not co-interior, interior, you would have said 60 degrees plus 53 degrees plus N1 equals 180 degrees. And your reason would have been interior angles of triangle. Okay, so that's also correct. I just didn't use it because I haven't officially done it here. So I wanted to stick to stuff that I've done. Okay. Do we lose marks if we don't say acute? I mean, you need to pay attention to the mark allocation, Juanita. Okay. Because I hadn't specified completely in which way you were supposed to classify it. But I would appreciate you to say it's an acute scaling because it could be an obtuse scaling, right? And a right angle scaling. So you need to specify. I mean, it could have been the other way around. You could have said it's an acute triangle, but I want more detail. The more the detail, the better. Okay, it is too early for brain break, so I am going to. Do we write the word triangle or draw a triangle? You can write the word or draw it, Gwenna. Okay. Remember, I said I'm going to give you a nice list with reasons to use. And you can see how we write it. Okay, it's too early for a brain break, so I'm going to skip right past it. Whoop, there we go. Determine the size of the unknown angles. So we have an X and a Y. I need you guys to determine the sizes of X and the sizes of Y. How much is X? And you must tell me how you know it. Yes, he said so. X equals 60. What's your reason? Thank you very much. This is an equilateral. Equal. Is this an aqua triangle? I'm kidding. Equilateral triangle. Okay, so we have X. Now you're going to find Y. Are there any hands? No. How are we going to find Y? Vuyani. Yes, Vuyani.
Ma'am, I was saying, ma'am, if it's an equilateral, ma'am, that means all the angles are 60, ma'am. And if it's like that, ma'am, we can use sum of two opposite interior angles
Nice,
equal
Vuyani. You
exterior
guys
angle,
are
ma'am.
so much ahead. This was supposed to be next week's lesson. I love it. So you want to say Y equals 60 plus 60. And that's exterior angle of triangle. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
So therefore, Y is how much?
60 plus. 120, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Fuyani. Alternatively, guys, you could have said y plus 60 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. And that would be because it's adjacent angles on a straight line. Okay, so then y would have been 180 minus 60, therefore y is 120 degrees. So whichever one you were comfortable with, maybe I should highlight them so you know what I used, because everything is everywhere. This 60 over here, I used in this calculation, so adjacent angles on a straight line. Okay, and these two 60s, opposite ones, I use them in this calculation over here. That would be exterior angle of a triangle. Okay. Nice. Nice, guys. Okay, now let's do the next one. Classify the following triangles into acute triangle, obtuse, and right triangle with the following angles. Let's classify them. Number A. Number A. The bank says obtuse. What does everybody else say? Some other people say right. Okay, it's a right angle triangle, right? Because of the 90 degrees. This pen is not cooperating with me today. So A is right. Instead of squeezing my handwriting, I'm going to just write here. A is a right angled. What else can you tell me about A? I know they didn't ask, but what else can you tell me about A? Look at the angles, the sizes of the angles. What type of right? Thank you, Khomoto. It is an isosceles right triangle. That is beautiful, guys. Look at this. The two other angles are equal, 45 and 45. So that means it has to be an isosceles triangle. Okay, B. So Fato says acute equilateral, and I love that. Okay, B is an acute equilateral. Okay, all angles are equal. Okay, C. What is C? Notola says obtuse. Juanita says acute. Okay. Nomatam Sanwa has given me a full answer. Acute scaling. Beautiful. Okay, now we are numbered. Rapapatu says how. Okay, Rapapatu, let's look at the angles. So for number C, all triangles are less than 90. Look there. Okay, if it's less than 90, then that means they are all acute angles. That's where you got the acute. And then all angles are unequal. Okay, it's 80 and a 60 and a 40. Those are unequal angles. So that means that makes it an scalene triangle. Do you see? There we go. Okay, let's move on to D. Obtuse scalene. Obtuse scalene. Okay, that is correct. Okay, because A, there's an angle that is greater than 90 there. And B, they are all not the same. Okay, let's move on to E. What do we say about E? Right scalene. A scalene triangle is a triangle that has no equal angles. Okay, so none of them are equal. So it is a right angle, I agree. And it is scalene. Beautiful. And we have F. What is F? Hey, that 90 didn't confuse you guys. 92. It is an obtuse scaling. Nice, guys. Okay, I actually did not have a check-in point. How do you guys feel about these properties? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I just realized I never had a check-in point. Okay, with thumbsing up. I haven't seen the thumbs down so far. Oh, hello, I'm not sure what that means. Yes, Rapafatso, raise your hand. And then I can answer you. Here we go. Yes, Rapafatso.
Ma'am, how is F obtuse, but only one angle is higher than 90 degrees?
Yes, only one angle can be higher. Do you agree?
Or must
Because
only one angle be higher?
yes, because they have to add up to 180. So if more than one are higher than 90, then they won't add up to 180. Okay.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
So only if it's acute, then all of them have to be acute. But if it's obtuse, only one has to be obtuse. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Good question. You're welcome. Yay, let's go to the brain break. Since we're doing triangles, I mean, we might as well. Who's had enough of triangles? Not me. How many triangles are in this drawing? 5. I have immediate 5s from the people. Let's see what Andani has to say. Andani, or 7? T-Sets is like, well, there could be 7.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
I think it's 5.
You think it's 5? Okay, let's hear what Buntle has to say. We'll talk about it just now. Buntle? Hello, Buntle. The number's going up. There's 9, Manji. 8, 9, 12. 7. Siamtanda?
I think it's 7.
Okay, we're up from 5. We're now on 7. Let's hear what Ogutle has to say. Ogutle?
Ma'am, I think it's 2 or 5.
Ogutle has vast answers. Is either that way or is that a way? 2 or 5?
Ma'am,
Okay,
ma'am,
so far we've had someone who has more than 5. So I want to see if anyone's gonna top 7. So far we are on 7. Kaurelo?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, I think there are 8 triangles.
8. Okay, let's count, guys. Let's count. Let's see. Let's see if any of our volunteers. Okay, first one is the one on top, right? That is AIJ. Wonderful. Okay, and then we have BHI, the one on the side. Then we have CHF. Then we have FGD. That's a F. It looks terrible. Okay, then we have GEJ. That's a G. Okay, those are the ones on the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. Okay, and now the terrible work starts. Let's check here. AHD. Do you guys see that? That's number 1. That's hiding. So we have a AHD, right? Yes. And then where's the other one? Oh, wee. Nope, never mind. It tricked me. Tricked me. Where's the other one with the B? B, no. BEF. BEF. Oh, I didn't see that one. That's a beautiful one. BEF. Now we have BEF. Okay. Oh, I see another one in my DMs that I might have missed. Let's see if I missed it. CIE. Okay. Okay. Someone said HAD. Let's see. From H to A to D. How do you guys see these things? HAD.
I think HAD is a duplication because you have AHD.
I can't even see it. Oh, I do have AHD.
Mhm.
So I did see it. Oh, I feel smart. Are there any other ones that I've missed, guys? Let's hear what Lanje has to say. Yes, Lanje?
Say, ma'am, I think I can see BDJ.
B. Where's D? DJ. Have I not written that yet? Let's see.
No, BDJ.
B. Nope. 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 Nice. HCF. Highest common fact. HCF. I have written that because it's one of the there it is. IJF. IJ. Nope, that's not a triangle. Is that all of them, guys? See. I think we've reached limits from H. Please mute yourself. There we go. AGC.
I have the last one. Yes,
Is that the last one?
it is.
10 triangles. Yes, we do look at maths memes. I specifically will confess that I look at more than I'm willing to admit. I think I look more at science memes. I find them absolutely hilarious. Oh, that was a brain break and a half, eh? That was a brain break and a half. Now let's go finish off our work. Whoop. Okay. Okay. Okay, we've already classified. So let us do the last one. This one. Fill in the blanks. More brain break. No. We are filling in the blanks. That's Andrea. If you leave my listening, you're not tired. I didn't do a good job. So let me go do my job, please. Okay. A triangle is a sided polygon. He said so is ahead of us, guys. Who said true? Someone's like, you know what? I'm tired. It's true. It's a sided polygon. It's a 3-sided polygon. Yay! Okay, a triangle has how many vertices and how many sides? This is on to this. What are vertices, guys? I know you guys know what sides are. Corners, guys. Don't cut corners. Vertices are, well, a very informal definition would be corners. Okay. There is over there, and over there. Okay. Triangle can be classified on the basis of what and what? How did we classify triangles, guys? How did you decide that it was a scalene triangle? You looked at the what? And how did you decide that it was an equilateral triangle? There we go, Juanita. On the basis of sides and angles. Okay. A triangle with all sides equal is called it's actually supposed to be an, it's gonna bother me forever. It's called an equilateral triangle. Okay, triangle whose two sides are equal is called a isosceles, and the spelling is correct for you guys. Now let's hope I spell it right. Isosceles. A triangle with unequal sides is called a scalene triangle. Nice, guys. We're doing well. We still have a lot of minutes to go, so we might as well do our true or false. Prince, what type of triangle is that one? Nope, not time for a break. Say whether the statements are true or false. Let me number them quickly. A, B, C, D, E. All angles of an isosceles triangle are equal. My S looks like a 5. Ew. So number 1 is false. Okay. If one angle of a triangle is obtuse, the other have to be acute. If one is obtuse, the others have to be acute. That would be true. All right. Triangle can be equilateral. A right triangle can be equilateral. False. You can't have all 90 degrees, right? Equiangular triangle has its 3 sides also equal. So if it has 3 equal angles, the 3 sides are also equal. Is that true or false? True. And a triangle can have 2 obtuse angles. Flassex, says Abu. False. Nice. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go and stop straining you guys. Okay, you guys can go. I'm going to do screenshots now. Please do the poll before you go. Let me start at the bottom. Let's start with screenshots over here. Good night, guys. Please do the poll before you leave. Have an incredible Prince. I said at the end of the whole section. Okay. So when we're done with we still have to do congruencies, similarities, Pythagorean theorem, shapes, other 2D shapes. So when we're done with all of that, then we will have a list of reasons. Yes, Gabriella, there's nothing to go to. Whoever said I must scroll down, there's nothing.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hi, Gabriella.
No, this doesn't have anything to do with the lesson right now. I just wanted to know when will we be doing graphs, and have you done graphs already?
Have we? I remember doing graphs. I think we have done graphs. So when we have, right?
Yes, we have. It was just before we started with geometry, we did graphs.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
thank
Gabriella, you can see the videos of them, okay? They are on the website. So you can go on the website and scroll through past lessons and you'll see it there, okay?
you. Okay.